Welcome to Perfect Guardian, and I'll tell you about the number 4 numerology. The 4 is without a doubt masculine, reflecting strength and stability. His chief characteristics are dependability, productivity, punctuality, and obedience. He is trustworthy, patient, conventional, and traditionalist. He's a bit boring and not much of a social person, preferring to toil in quiet obscurity. He works steadily and can be very persistent. He finds great satisfaction in his work and favors results over financial reward of public recognition. He is humble, dresses conservatively, and blends in with his surroundings. He is average in looks, physically healthy and strong, neat and clean, but unremarkable. He does not like to draw attention to himself, but will fight you tooth and nail if you try to muscle in on his territory. He believes in effort and control, and is certainly goal-oriented, but his goals are simple and down to earth. He is not a visionary, but notices every detail. He is capable, has an excellent memory, and doesn't cut corners. He is the perfect employee, but doesn't tend to do well in social environments. If you look at the shape of the number 4, you will see that the hard angles are a proper symbolic representation of his rather straight-edged workaholic, who is neither creative nor artistic, but is good at working with his hands. Many craftsmen and skilled laborers have the 4 prominently in the charts. He is a good provider, but demands discipline and loyalty, and in some cases takes discipline too far. He can't handle choice and is prone to panic attacks if it appears he might not have things fully under control. Now, the number 4 is imagination is not well developed, and his views are usually narrow-minded and conventional. The 4 tends to be religious without questioning established doctrine, preferring to parrot the beliefs of his peers, feeling safe and secure in the predictable, unchanging nature of a tight discipline. More than any other number except perhaps the 7, 4s are found in the charts of monks, priests, and other religious leaders. Many also become excellent managers and organizers, and it is not at all uncommon to find a 4 in the upper echelons of business and government. The 4 will work hard and can be driven to reach the top of his profession, but in striving to reach the top, he usually finds that his greatest obstacle is himself, his lack of social skills, his inability to relate the mundane issue of his co-workers, and his lack of institution. The 4 doesn't like to make waves, but values his moral convictions and will not back down when convinced that he is doing the right thing. However, he can also be intolerant, and when faced with people from other cultures, countries, or races, his insecurity can turn him into a cruel bigot. Many 4s choose a career in military, where the obedient, disciplined nature is right at home. They especially thrive when they are assigned duties that include administrative and organizational work. As with any number, there are some contradicting traits within the 4. For instance, while he is not particularly social or fun-loving, the 4 sometimes reveals an entertainingly dry sense of humor. Further, although he is a strict and disciplined parent, the 4 is also extremely devoted and will walk through the fire to get his kids what they need. My description of the 4 is, not surprisingly, almost the exact opposite of my description of the 3. This is to be expected, as every number is, in important ways, a counterpoint to the 1 that directly precedes. The 2 is the polar opposite of the 1. The 3 displays the traits that are directly opposed to those of the 2, and so forth. And of course, the difference between the 5 and the 4 are like day and night. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel Perfect Guardian and give your comment.